Falls Sheriff Station.
Ixi, Maria. Ah. A xerife, cara.
Thank God, Sheriff.
Sheriff Sarah Breaker. You are...
I'm Alan Wake, but listen. I was in a car crash. My wife, Alice, she's missing.
Calm down, Mr. Wake.
We were staying in a cabin on the island, on Cauldron Lake.
There's no island on Cauldron Lake. Not since the big eruption in the 70s.
Please, I can take you there, okay?
You look like you've taken a pretty bad knock to the head.
Meu amigo.
Listen.
We'll figure this out. Please get in the car. We'll swing by the lake and then we'll go to the station, okay? Mr. Wake, have you seen Stucky, the guy who owns this place?
I realized I couldn't tell her what had happened in the forest. She wouldn't have believed me. And then she wouldn't have had me with Alice.
Caramba, conta certinho as histórias. O carro dele não tá mais ali. Vai a casa, quer dizer. É. Chat, e agora? Deu ruim.
A candy-colored clown they call the Sandman tiptoes to my room every night, and just to sprinkle stardust and to whisper.
Fim do episódio 1. Isso vai dar um copyright.
Everything is
Bonito.
alright.
Depois que levar pro YouTube.
I close my eyes, then I drift away into the magic night. I softly say.
Posso pular?
Previously on
Yeah.
Alan Wake. I came to Bright Falls with my wife Alice.
Caramba, tá interessante, hein, o gamezinho.
I thought maybe you could write here.
I don't want to hear it.
Interessante, chat.
Now, she's missing.
Alice? Alice?
I woke up behind the wheel of a crashed car. I'm missing a week. I was attacked by shadowy men straight from a nightmare. The sheriff took me to the lake Alice and I had stayed at. But the cabin had disappeared.
Episódio 2, Possuídas. Cidade de Nova York, 3 anos atrás.
Honey, I'm home.
Back here, sweetie. How was it?
Worst weather I've ever seen.
You should put some coffee on. It'll warm you up.
Café. Bora lá, liga a cafeteira.
Hey, handsome. This is gonna be a long night, but these shots are turning out great.
I guess you're gonna need that coffee then. I'll go put it on.
É, tem café aqui. Uma TV. Pra botar ali junto com na parede. Um papel aqui, chat. Mas não pode ler. Cafeteira.
Coffee's on.
Great, thanks. I'll need it if I'm gonna finish this by tomorrow.
Vamos até Alice. Vamos até lá. Vamos até ela. Chat, eu me perdi. Chat. Onde é que tá ela, chat? Tá ali. Mas espera, vamos olhar a casa toda. Alan Wake, Return de Sender. Alan Wake, What Can't Forget. I Cassie, The Things That I Went. The Fourth Case.
It's true what they say about the fall and the sudden stop at the end.
Não tinha aparecido isso antes.
I'd lain here in the snow while the lurid chain of scenes that had led me here kept playing in my head. A rerun of my own private snuff movie. A memory of my corpse. Alone at my own wake. Thinking in metaphors again. The femme fatale was gone. Only a sour taste remained of the kiss that killed me.
É verdade que dizem sobre a queda e a parada súbita no final. Eu fiquei na neve enquanto relembrava a série de eventos sombrios que haviam me trazido para cá. Uma reprise do meu próprio filme sádico. Uma lembrança do meu cadáver. Sozinho no meu próprio velório. Mais uma vez pensando em metáforas. A mulher fatal já havia ido embora. Só permanecia o gosto amargo do beijo que me matara. Da porra.
This was a late goodbye. 13 years after I'd gotten my revenge, it had finally caught up with me. It had been a long time to bear the pain. My blood painted the snow red. A gruesome slushy dissolved all the scattered painkillers and leisurely dripped down to the sewer, mingling with the bile of the city, becoming one with it. I can see them now, my wife and my baby. Honey, I'm home.
Foi uma despedida tardia. 13 anos após minha vingança, ela finalmente me alcançou. Eu aguentava a dor há muito tempo. Meu sangue manchou a neve em uma poça macabra que dissolvia os analgésicos espalhados, levando-os tranquilamente ao esgoto, misturando-se com a bile da cidade, fundindo-se com ela. Eu posso vê-los agora, minha esposa e meu bebê. Querida, eu cheguei. Ó, querida, cheguei. Tá, beleza. Bonito de quadro. Ei, amor.
Oh, hey, I just finished those cover mock-ups. They're on your desk. Tell me what you think.
No kidding. I didn't think you'd get them done this quickly.
On occasion, I can perform all sorts of miracles, my dear.
Oh, really?
Well, you seemed to think so last night.
Examine os modelos de capa. Tô olhando. Chat, onde é que é? Era aqui.
These look really good.
Oh, sure, until Barry gets his hands on them. Which, by the way, will happen over my dead body. The last time was the last time. Oh, and speaking of Barry, he called...
Yeah.
Alan, please check the fuse box.
I'm right here. I'm on it, honey.
Please hurry.
Ela tem problema, gente. Ela tem medo de escuro.
Honey, it's a power outage. I've got the flashlight.
Okay. Hi.
You okay?
I'm sorry. It just really...
Ela tem medo de escuro, gente, tá?
Don't worry. We'll just break out the candles.
I know it's stupid, but it's just... Especially when I'm not prepared for it, you know? It gets to me.
I love you.
Tell me a story, writer.
Okay. I used to have these nightmares when I was a kid. The dark really spooked me, too. When it got really bad, my mom gave me this old light switch. She called it the clicker.
The clicker, huh?
Yeah. If I ever got scared of the dark, I could just flip the switch and a magic light would scare the monsters away.
Oh, sure.
Here it is.
Alan.
Maybe it'll help you, too.
Yeah, nice story, writer boy. You made that up right now, didn't you?
No. Seriously.
I love you, even if you are a liar. Thanks for this.
Gente maior de 18 anos. Para! Aê, cortou. Dias atuais.
How do you feel, Mr. Wake? Any nausea, disorientation, anything like that? Mr. Wake, how are you feeling?
I'm okay. My head's fine. I had to lie about my headache and memory loss. He'd send me to a hospital for tests. I couldn't leave without Alice.
Very well. I don't think you have a concussion, but you've obviously been through quite a shock. You should take it easy for a couple of days.
Thanks.
Well then, Mr. Wake, we're done here. If the pain gets any worse or you experience any other symptoms, you should come see me. I'll let you get on with it then. Sarah, Sheriff Breaker, is waiting for you. She's very good at her job. I'm sure she can locate your wife in no time.
Doc Nelson was the image of a small-town doctor. Sheriff Breaker had called him to the station to take a look at the cut in my head.
Tá, beleza. Vamos pra cá então, deixa eu examinar.
I'm sorry you had to cut your morning fishing short for this, Doc.
Oh, she's a beauty.
Agora que eu vi o peixe ali em cima.
Biggest I ever caught, if you can believe that coming from an old fisherman like me, but she's right up there. Now, she's a largemouth bass, which is what you're after if you prefer a lure. Now, if you want either trout or salmon, on the other hand, then it's fly fishing for you. Are you a fishing man, Mr. Wake? Oh, doesn't really matter, I suppose. But it can be very relaxing out there. You can't get me off the water this time of year. Closest thing to heaven.
I'll take your
Okay.
word for it, Doc.
Tá, vamos lá. Não tem nada aqui, tô dando uma averiguada aqui, tá chat. Desenhar? Não. O xerife tá ali fora, hein?
Sheriff in her office. Just go down the corridor.
Tá bom, calma, eu tô ligado. Ih, aquela louca tá ali ainda, velho. Não quero ele não. Opa, lê. Desaparecidos, Richard Prudence, Jacob Miller, acampando, não voltaram nenhum contato. Se tiver visto um deles ou souber de seus paradeiros, ligue para 5559932. Thank you very much. Eita porra, seu... Au. Vou ligar as luzes aqui.
Come in, Mr. Wake. Your phone's on the desk. The battery was dead. It's charged now.
Ah, não era pra cá que eu queria não, entrei sem querer, chat. Queria ver mais coisas. Seu vândalo, fica subindo nas mesas.
Mr. Wake, the sheriff is waiting for you in her office down the corridor. That was Cynthia Weaver. I guess you can call her the town eccentric. She used to be the editor of the local newspaper, but she's focused on, other things these days.
Ó, mais uma garrafinha de café. Café a gente gosta, hein? Meu amigo, o jogo foi feito pra nós, chat. A gente ama café, chat.
Mulligan here. I'm at Stucky's gas station with Thornton. There's no sign of him. Over.
Wait. Yeah, this is Thornton. Look, we've located the parade float. It's here. That's some good news, right? Stucky was supposed to be driving it at the rehearsals today. Over.
Oh, give me that. Mulligan here. Looks like someone really thrashed the garage. Over.
Okay, roger that, guys. Keep looking for Stucky. Jane's out.
The sheriff wants to see you in her office, Mr. Wake.
Ah, já tô. Eu tenho que pegar... Onde é que é essa? Tem que pegar meu celular.
Your phone, Mr. Wake?
Have you started looking for my wife yet?
My men are already on it. Now, can you tell me what happened?
Já
Not
contei.
sure. I can't remember. We were arguing. I walked out of the cabin.
The cabin on Cauldron Lake?
How did you end up at Stucky's gas station?
I wanted to tell her what had happened last night, but I couldn't. She'd lock me up. Excuse me. I need to take this. Hello?
Alan, please help me.
Alice?
Stop talking to the law. You'll do exactly what I say if you ever want to see your wife.
Who is this?
Go to the back lot. There's a hole in the fence on the left. Look inside the junker. I left a little something there to convince you we're all on the same page here. After you ditch the cops, you're gonna meet me in Elderwood National Park. There's a spot called Lover's Peak. Midnight. Don't do nothing stupid, pal. We're watching you.
Meia-noite. Ah, tá. Meu amigo, tem que ir lá meia-noite.
help you with anything?
Não, não
I
pode.
need to get some air. The sheriff said I could go out back.
Of course, Mr. Wake. You can get there through the cell corridor.
mister! Hey, can you turn the lights on? The deputies, they don't understand. They won't
Opa.
listen to me.
A presença obscura na
In
lanchonete.
spite of its human mask, to describe the dark presence as intelligent would have implied human qualities on something decidedly inhuman. Nonetheless, it found the one spot in the diner that was dark enough. Some light spilled into the corridor, ravaging it. But it took the pain. Horrible as it was, the writer would soon fix that. He would be coming to the one place where it still had power.
Apesar de seu disfarce humano, descrever a presença obscura como um ser inteligente seria atribuir qualidades humanas a algo que claramente não é. No entanto, ela encontrou o único lugar escuro que havia na lanchonete. Um pouco de luz se espalhava pelo corredor, assolando-a, mas ela aguentava a dor, o mais terrível que fosse. O escritor logo daria um jeito nisso. Ele iria ao único lugar onde ela ainda tinha poder.
Hey, you! Can you help me? Thank you, man. Thank you. Hey, you're all right. You're a good guy. Don't let anybody tell you different.
Gente, ele tá chapado, só pelo...
The early morning light hurt my eyes and made my head ache. The man on the phone had said, go through the fence on the left.
Passe pela cerca esquerda. Tá, mas a gente vai pela direita. Porque eu quero café.
Well, folks, it's been another long night, and it's about time for me to sign off for a while. God knows I need my beauty sleep. Just one more item before I go. It's been a busy night for the sheriff's department. We've had a few broken windows, even a report of shots fired on Main Street. Deputies Mulligan and Thornton had to deal with two intoxicated young men who were celebrating the completion of their Deer Fest float. Now, folks, we get...
Ai, cacilda.
I know it's exciting that the big day's almost here, but let's save it for the party and leave the gunplay for the shooting competition.
Meu Deus.
No point in getting all worked up yet.
The caller had told me to find a hole in the fence behind the police station. There was something for me in an abandoned car.
Tá bom. Deve ser isso aqui, chat. Não, não é isso aqui não. Vou pegar a página. Wake in Love's Peak.
The kidnapper fired his gun one last time, and the shadow vanished into the darkness it had come from. See? Nothing to it, Wake. The thought of Alice in his hands was revolting. We stood on the wooden platform of Lover's Peak, the waterfall on the mountain behind us, the lights of the radio mast blinking red in the heights above. I fought with the urge to take a swing, force myself to speak. Let's cut the act now. Where's my wife?
O sequestrador disparou sua arma uma última vez e a sombra desapareceu na escuridão de onde havia saído. Viu? Não é nada demais, Wake. A ideia de Alice em suas mãos era revoltante. Estávamos na plataforma de madeira de Lowe's Peak, a cachoeira e a montanha atrás de nós. As luzes vermelhas da antena de rádio piscavam de longe. Eu resisti à vontade de empurrá-lo e me forcei a falar. Pode parar de fingir agora. Cadê minha esposa?
Alice's driver's license had been placed on the front seat. The caller meant business. Barry?
Ow! Ow! Thank God! Where the hell have you been? I've been trying to reach you for a week, you and Alice. Oh, I've been worried sick. I flew out yesterday. I'm here in Bright Falls.
Barry, listen to me. I'm at the sheriff's station. Come and get me. I can't talk now.
Ow! What the hell is going on?
I had to get the sheriff to let me go. I needed to get to Elderwood National Park to meet Alice's kidnappers.
Ela tem que falar com a xerife, então? tem alguma coisa aqui, né, chat? Vai que tenha, né? Bom, eu tô sem arma, né? Tô sem arma.
A writer is a light that reveals the world of his story from darkness, shapes it from nothingness. The way a sculptor carves a statue from a block of granite. If I stop, the world I'm making dies. Darkness will reclaim it. It's a long, hard journey into the dark. Alice's life is at stake, but I can't think about that, or I'll lose it. The dread lingers at the edge of perception. I'll push on. Anything is possible here. I'll write the story. I'll save her.
Que doidura, chat.
Marvelous, Sarah. I just wanted to settle all the damage the Anderson brothers might have inadvertently caused on their recent and regrettable.
Are you feeling any better, Mr. Wake?
I'd like to leave. Am I free to go?
Well, we still need to talk about...
Am I under arrest?
No, of course not. But I need to know where you'll be staying so I can get in touch with you.
I'd avoid the motel. The Majestic is known for its roaches. The cabins at Elderwood are pretty nice, though.
That sounds perfect.
I'm Dr. Emil Hartman. I'd like to invite you to stay at Cauldron Lake Lodge.
Did you talk to my wife?
I had the pleasure of discussing your situation with her on several occasions.
Did you set something up with her?
I invited her here. My clinic is a place where...
Porra.
Take it easy.
Hey, nobody move! Get your hands off of my client!
Who are you?
I'm Barry Wheeler, his agent. If you have business with Mr. Wake, you talk to me. You yokels won't know what hit you once I sick my lawyers on your asses.
No harm done, Sarah. I'm all right. I don't want to press charges. Mr. Wake, my offer still stands.
Get me out of here.
What the hell was that about, Al? We don't need a replay of that thing with the paparazzi. I thought they were gonna lock you up.
Meu pai amado.
I had to talk to someone. I told Barry everything. He thought I was certifiable, but when he heard about the manuscript, I had him. The fact that I'd written something, even if I couldn't remember it, was enough for him. He smelled money. And he believed that Alice had been kidnapped. Anything beyond that was another story. I had a midnight appointment with the kidnapper in a place called Lover's Peak, somewhere in Elderwood National Park. The plan was to rent a cabin.
I don't like it, Al. I don't like any of it. It's not good. In fact, it's the absolute opposite of good.
Mr. Wake! Barry, you found him!
Hi, Rose.
Oh, wow, I was just thinking about you, too.
Great.
I was just bringing Rusty some coffee. He's on the balcony, looking after Max. Poor thing. I really need to go. Great to see you again, Mr. Wake. Later!
Who's Max?
Quem é Max?
What an airhead.
Jeez, Mr. Takes a swing at everybody. This is not her fault. She's a very nice girl and, more importantly, a fan.
Tá, vamos ver se a gente encontrar algo aqui, chat. Opa, lê. Fósseis do mamute colombiano, Mammutus columbi. Essa espécie de idade estimada de 14 mil anos foi encontrado no rancho do Poço de Pichirelá, em 1981. Os fósseis foram doados ao Parque Nacional Elderwood em 1998, quando o mamute colombiano se tornou símbolo do estado de Washington. Batizado de Cherry Dentuço, o animal se tornou o mascote oficial do parque. Sai! A chat. Bichinho, dinossauro, mamute e um cervo.
Seriously, Al, what you were saying in the car? Just listen to yourself.
Fechado para almoço. Fechado para almoço. Sério que eu tenho que te acompanhar?
Shot a guy and his body just disappeared? When was the last time you slept? Are you high? Have you been drinking?
Não bebi de graça.
Look, Barry, I'm missing a week, and someone's got Alice.
Do you
and everything's
understand what it sounds like when you say stuff like that? Don't get me wrong, it's a good story, could be a bestseller. But when you start confusing fiction with reality, You're buying yourself a ticket to the funny farm.
Wait here.
Gente, o cara tá empalhando o bicho de fora, chat. Tá empalhando, não tá vivo o bicho ainda. Menos mal, chat, não tá empalhando. Opa, café, 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 café.
Easy there, boy. I'm almost done.
Hey, Rusty, right? You run cabins.
Oh, Mr. Wake. I can shake your hand, but mine are kind of full here. Actually, I'm sorry about this. Would you mind grabbing the registration form from the desk? It's just across from Bucktooth Charlie.
Okay, sure. What happened?
Crazy poachers. Max here got his foot caught in a trap. They're illegal to use here. Hell, you're not supposed to hunt within the park at all. But that doesn't stop some lowlifes. Well, at least Max is gonna be okay. He got lucky.
Coitadinho.
Max is still groggy from the shot I gave him, and I'd rather not leave him alone just yet. The form's on the desk across from the mammoth skeleton.
Seriously, Al, you can't just go and meet a kidnapper. Those situations always end up in disaster. You gotta talk to the cops.
She's my wife, and it's my call. Can we talk about this later?
No. This whole thing is... Listen, you hit your head.
Que tem que bate cabeça?
Al, come on. You gotta understand how crazy all this sounds. If you're trying to pull a joke on me, freak me out, it's working. Ha ha, let's have a laugh on Barry. Well, you had me going there real funny, Al. You can quit it now.
Não é pegadinha.
I think this is the form you wanted.
And here are the keys. Okay, you're all set, Mr. Wake. Glad to have you staying here.
Thanks. Can you tell me how to get to Lover's Peak?
Oh, sure. It's at the end of the nature trail. Just follow the paths, you'll get to it eventually. It's an easy walk. Nice spot, too.
Tchau, canzinho. Vai ficar melhor, tá?
If you have any trouble finding it, just keep your eyes on the radio mast. It's right below that. Oh, and hey, if you take a walk in the woods, watch your steps so you don't end up like Max. I guess I'm a little worried. We got a bunch of campers out there we haven't heard from. It's not like these people are on a schedule, but with the traps, well, you know. I just don't want any trouble.
Right, thanks.
Temos que ir pra lá, chat.
Look, Al, you're asking me to believe that you shot a dude who went...
Ah, não quer que tu não acredita, filha.
A guy who was bulletproof until you
Pega as chaves e vai para o carro. Que chaves, chat?
people who end up spending time in padded rooms, strapped to their beds, wearing white shirts with too long tangled up sleeves, and eating a healthy diet of pills. Al, you make cruel jokes about people who believe that kind of stuff. You're the skeptic. You gave me an hour-long lecture on homeopathy last month. What was it? If there's no proof, it's pure bullshit. Period.
Guess the laugh's on me then.
Al, come on!
Para de reclamar, cara.
Okay, maybe something weird happened to you, okay?
Well, thanks for the heartfelt vote of confidence.
All I'm saying is you gotta throw me a bone here, bestseller. What would you think if it was me? There's no way you should be going out at midnight with a gun.
No one asked you to come here, Barry. Either work with me on this or go straight back to New York. Your choice.
Toma. Deu? Tchau. Só reclama? Tá doido?
That's just crazy talk, Al. Al? We should go to the sheriff or call the FBI.
Damn it, Barry, they'll kill her. This is not a goddamn debate, Barry. I'm going to Lover's Peak. He said to come alone.
Okay then. I understand. You're my best friend and I'm worried that you're not right in the head. Tell me what to do to help and I'll do it.
You stay here, and if I'm not back by morning, call the cavalry.
Esse tá ruim.
Just be
nojento.
careful with the natives, Al. These yokels are dangerous. Everybody hates a tourist, or it'll be deliverance all over again.
Bless you.
Oh, this place is trying to kill me.
A gente começa de novo sem arma.
God knows what. This is so not worth a 15% commission.
Caramba, chá, a gente começa sem arma. De novo. Tem café aqui. Pega pilhas. Tá. Tem nada escrito? Tem nada pra ler? Então é pra cá. Ops, não é. É pra cá. Ah, fazer um churrasco? Um barbecue? Fazer um churras, galera. Ai. Também ele é bem burro, né? Por que ele não vai de dia, né, cara? Que é mais de boa e ficava lá esperando até a noite. Ah, meu pai amado, de novo só isso. Então tá. Opa. Barry duvida da sanidade de Alan.
And now something had happened to Alice. And here was Al armed with a gun and saying things people got put in padded cells for. It was as if his friend had experienced a massive psychotic episode and was now totally disconnected from reality. It scared the shit out of Barry.
Ai. Barry nunca havia se dado bem com Alice, mas sabia que ela a amava com uma intensidade quase assustadora. Agora, algo havia acontecido com ela. E lá estava Al, com uma arma na mão, dizendo coisas pelas quais pessoas acabam sendo internadas em manicômios. Era como se seu amigo tivesse sofrido um surto psicótico e se desconectado totalmente da realidade. Isso deixou Barry apavorado.